Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the moon today. The moon transiting Capricorn, Tuesday, September 2nd, highlights the importance of persistence and endurance on your path toward success, and the courage to face what must be done along the way, as the moon forms trine aspects with Mercury and the Sun in Virgo, a quincunx aspect with Venus in Leo, and square aspects with both Mars in Libra and Neptune retrograde in Aries, conjunct Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Mars in Libra is also uncomfortably engaged in a T-square aspect pattern with Jupiter in Cancer and Chiron in Aries, indicating that there is work to be done in finding a happy compromise between you and another. But Venus in Leo opposing Pluto in Aquarius, while squaring Chiron in Aries and Mercury and the Sun in Virgo squaring Uranus in Gemini, are not making relating any easier, as the heart and intellect go back and forth between the choice of drawing closer to have greater depth and meaning, or pulling back to regain a feeling of control by establishing more boundaries, while undercurrents of electrical excitement and creative passion mix with fear, anxiety, and an instinct for self-preservation. If you need to take a time out from something or someone to become grounded and centered before making definitive decisions or having a talk which could shake up the present dynamic, do so, but be aware that an all or nothing, now or never mindset will cut you off from a time in the future when your perspective or position could be radically different from what it is at this moment. It pays to remember that the sign following Stoic and conservative Capricorn is radical and unpredictable Aquarius, and the moon will enter Aquarius early Thursday morning. It's been my observation that whenever I have used the word always or the word never, the universe has been quick to prove me wrong. Stay strong, patient, centered, and diplomatic as you move through the events of your day, while you keep your mind attuned to the observation of conditions and the behavior of others, which will give you more of the data you need to make wise decisions that will affect your future. Nothing is final yet. So, I could probably write a couple more paragraphs on everything that's going on today, because there are a lot of strong undercurrents. Basically, there is a theme that says, change is good, and you're going to be impulsed to making changes or leaning toward what is new or different because of these little black dotted lines you see connecting Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Mars to Uranus, and the Sun to Chiron. Like, yes, okay, I'm ready, I'm poised, I'm ready for something new, even if I don't quite know what, when, why, how, any of those conditions. You are poised. And then we have Mercury just beginning in the sign of Virgo, having left Leo. So we've got new stuff going on in our perspective and communication field there. That is making trine aspects with the moon and Chiron. That's like, put your thinking cap on. Get a little bit logical here. That's what those aspects are saying. And then we've got this yod, or finger of God as it's also known, that is hooking up with Pluto in Aquarius and Saturn and Neptune. We've got Aries and Pisces energy now. These two are both retrograding and Saturn's gone back into Pisces. Maybe looking back on your past, you realize that things did work out as they were meant to, and you wouldn't be where you are right now if it hadn't been for certain things that maybe made you unhappy at the time they happened, or some sort of crisis and upheaval, or circumstances where you felt like you had no control. You will definitely be wanting to feel, though, as if you have some control, and if you are the person who's able to create your reality. But you're also more aware today of all the other players in the game, and that they all have the power to be adding to that. So we've got a little bit of either or and up in the air energy, yet we have a lot of power. And it is how you choose to think and feel at this moment, as well as observing in order to determine whether something or somebody truly is the right thing at the right time for you or not. Are you meant to step up and do the work and the commitment and do more and have more? Or is this something that you are meant to walk away from and look elsewhere? And nobody can answer that question for you but you. It is also the type of day where if you decide that you're going to go get, let's say, a reading, a psychic reading, an intuitive reading, a look at where the planets are transiting through your chart, keep in mind that there's so much going on right now, both in the positive and constructive, um, going after what you want and going bigger, as well as undercurrents of just stuff, particularly if you have stuff today that is related to family dynamics, how you grew up, and how you bring that energy out into your relationships and into your work arena. Uh, so self-observation is just as important, not just looking at the other person, but take a look in the mirror or ask yourself, why is this person pushing my buttons? Or why am I having this challenging dynamic in this particular circumstance? And you might find that you have to go a little bit deeper into your past and then decide what to do with what you find. So basically, what you would get out of any type of guidance today would be some further observation, some more data, but you then have to sit with that. And some of that might be quite revealing. Some of it might be stuff that you were not fully conscious of. And now it's coming out and into your awareness. Now you have to decide how you're going to handle that. Moving forward is always the best choice right now, because we do have this lovely minor grand trine with outer planets that, I mean, the future comes no matter what we do about it. And this is putting you, the Aries energy, where Aries says, I am, at the center of all of that. You are the center of your universe, basically. And the Yod also is saying, align your mind with the idea that you are a co-creator with that unseen energy, and you are determining your reality and your future to a large extent based on your thoughts and your feelings in the present moment. So you have the power of observation today. You have the ability to uncover things, particularly anything that's been kind of a persistent, niggling, annoying problem. And you might think the problem is out there, but most likely it's in there. So welcome to a busy day. Enjoy it. Probably you will feel like you're making a couple of steps forward while you're sliding backward, but that's okay. You also want to have a good, strong, firm foundation before you go and build something big upon it. Take care, stay safe, and I'll be back again tomorrow.